There are images that don't just catch the eye, they awaken something. They lodge themselves into our minds like ancient riddles, whispering questions that won't go away. The Vitruvian Man is one of those images. A man, naked and poised, his arms and legs extended like wings. Two overlapping stances, a circle, a square. At first glance, it's just a drawing, but look longer, and it becomes something else, something that feels like a code. Why did Da Vinci draw it this way? What lies behind those precise lines? Was it merely a guide to human proportion? Or could it be a cipher for unlocking the nature of existence itself? Leonardo da Vinci was more than an artist. He was a seer, a man who viewed the world as a harmony of art, science, mysticism, and mathematics. Each stroke of the Vitruvian Man is intentional. It doesn't just illustrate, it invites. It beckons us to look deeper, to question more boldly. What did Leonardo want us to understand? Why was he captivated by the teachings of an ancient Roman named Vitruvius? And what truth might be encoded within this timeless image? Today, we pull back the curtain. We look not just at the figure, but at the mind behind it, the ideas that inspired it, and the mystery it continues to represent. To grasp this symbol, we need to rewind the timeline, beyond the Renaissance, beyond Da Vinci's ink-stained notebooks, to the dusty roads of ancient Rome, where a man named Marcus Vitruvius Pollio was reshaping how people viewed architecture and the universe. Vitruvius wasn't just building structures, he was building philosophy. For him, beauty wasn't a matter of taste, it was mathematics made visible. Architecture, he believed, should echo the laws that govern the stars. In his 10-volume treatise De Architectura, Vitruvius declared, "No structure can be true unless its form is based on the human body," a radical idea at the time. He saw the body as nature's blueprint, a model of symmetry, balance, and order. Think of a Roman temple. Its arches, columns, and facades weren't just ornamental. They mirrored the geometry of the human frame. By doing so, Vitruvius believed they resonated with the natural harmony of the universe. This wasn't simply architecture. It was a metaphysical statement that humanity and the cosmos are reflections of one another. And this belief wasn't isolated. From Egyptian temples to Greek statues, civilizations believed the divine spoke in numbers. Pythagoras once said, "All is number," implying that hidden within reality is a sacred mathematical language. This same idea captivated Da Vinci centuries later. If the body is a map of the cosmos, then it isn't just anatomy. It's a living echo of the divine. That's what sparked the creation of the Vitruvian Man. But then we must ask, if Leonardo was simply illustrating Vitruvius, why did he place the figure within both a circle and a square? Why two postures at once? Why motion within stillness? Here is where the drawing begins to speak a different language, one of geometry, mysticism, and consciousness. Leonardo didn't believe in coincidences. Every choice in his work was deliberate, and at the heart of the Vitruvian Man are two sacred shapes, the circle and the square. In spiritual traditions, these aren't just shapes. They are symbols of the dual nature of existence. The square is form, matter, reason, logic, the grounded realm of structure. The circle is spirit, the infinite, the divine, the unseen current behind reality. By placing man at the intersection of both, Da Vinci was making a powerful statement. The human being is not confined to the physical or lost in the spiritual. We are the union of both. This echoes ancient Hermetic wisdom. As above, so below. Man is not apart from the universe. We are its mirror. Da Vinci, deeply versed in science and esoteric teachings, encoded this truth in the figure itself. But there's more. Look closer. The figure seems to move. 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs. Why this layered stance? Leonardo was showing us that the human being is not static. The Vitruvian Man is caught in motion, not as a glitch, but as a message, a visual metaphor for transformation. This ties directly to the alchemical principle of transmutation, that we are beings in flux, not fixed, but becoming. From ignorance to wisdom, density to light, sleep to awakening. Da Vinci, who studied the great alchemists, captured this principle in a single form. The man in the square is physical. The man in the circle is soul. And between the two is the bridge, the subtle shift that hints at growth, at ascent. This isn't just a study in geometry, it's a manual for evolution. Even in his anatomical work, Da Vinci understood that the human body was not a machine, but a system of potential. It could be shaped, transformed, elevated. Eastern traditions say the same. Through breath, movement, and meditation, Kundalini energy rises, turning the body into a vessel of light. This is the hidden gift of the Vitruvian Man, a reminder that we are not finished. We are unfolding. This brings us to Da Vinci's deeper legacy. What made him extraordinary wasn't just his inventions or paintings. It was his pursuit of the whole truth, where biology, spirit, philosophy, and art met. Though he never wrote it plainly, Da Vinci explored things that science would only discover centuries later, like the electromagnetic nature of the heart, or the subtle currents that move through the body. Ideas found in acupuncture, tantra, and mystical Christianity. He understood that the body wasn't just physical, it was sacred, a temple, a microcosm of the cosmos. The same proportions that guided his drawing were used in the blueprints of Gothic cathedrals, meant to evoke divinity in stone. And Da Vinci wasn't alone in this. Mystery schools across Europe, Rosicrucians, Freemasons, shared the belief that the human being was a creature in transformation, that within us lived a divine spark seeking expression. The Vitruvian Man, with his layered postures and sacred geometry, is a symbol of that inner journey. Some have even linked the drawing to Jungian archetypes. Carl Jung spoke of the circle and square as symbols of wholeness. The square representing the ego's framework, the circle pointing to the self, the totality of being. The Vitruvian Man stands within both, suggesting that human wholeness is found by integrating both realms. And still, the mystery deepens. Modern science shows that Da Vinci's proportions echo far beyond the body. They appear in the spirals of galaxies, the growth of leaves, the curve of a shell. Nature itself seems to move to the same rhythm. It's as if Leonardo wasn't just drawing a man. He was sketching the blueprint of life. The Vitruvian Man, then, is not a relic. It's a key. A symbol that speaks to our deepest potential, not just to exist, but to awaken, not just to function, but to become. Leonardo da Vinci may have left us no explanation, but maybe that was his point. Maybe the answers aren't on the page, but inside us. Thank you for watching.